Hello, welcome once again to another edition of the Coach's Corner program. I'm Jeff Ruth, along with Harding head coach John Brady. And John, last week, obviously not the kind of start you were looking for to the season.
Well, it really wasn't. It was really disappointing. We've done so well on assignments, the first two scrimmages, and it was somebody each play. It wasn't like one person doing the whole time. And what really disappointed me was special teams. We gave up almost 300 yards on returns, and the punt team, we just really didn't do a good job. We didn't get it done on Friday, but we've corrected, we've made some changes, and we've practiced very hard so far this week.
Yep, that's basically just giving up yardage in a situation like that. And, special teams, we talk about it every year, it can be so important, and we saw it last Friday night.
Well, last Friday, we came out defensively, did what we were supposed to do, and the offense moved the ball. Then we have a fumble. Then we have a penalty, 15-yard penalty, something like that, or a missed block. And we have 4th and 4. You think about going for it, and then you have a 5-yard punt, 15-yard punt, a great return. So, it changes the whole ball game, especially those special teams.
Okay, we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at some of the highlights from the contest last week over at Mount Vernon. We'll also preview the game coming up this Friday night on the road once again over at Lima Senior. We'll be back right after these words.
You know that one's yours, right? They've each had 8, you 7. Is it because you're a slower eater or not man enough to claim what's rightfully yours? First it's a wing, then it's your seat at the table. So tell me, are you a little baby boy? Or are you a big, strong man?
I'm a big, strong man. Okay.
Grab a seat. The game is on.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
The Candy Shack and Cafe, conveniently located in downtown Marion at 187 West Center Street, welcomes you Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to enjoy our homemade soups, one-of-a-kind salads, and always fresh, never frozen sandwiches.
Every day offers a delicious special, and of course, don't forget to finish off your meal with a piece of our delicious homemade Amish gourmet candy.
Have any special events, an upcoming wedding, or a surprise birthday party? Don't forget to ask us about our individually specialized catering services.
So dine in, carry out, or call for free delivery available within Marion city limits.
Call today at 740-223-0900. The Candy Shack and Cafe. Come in and let us make your life a little sweeter.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program. A reminder, you can catch the show at 4 o'clock in the morning, at noon, and at 8 o'clock in the evening. It's pretty much the same schedule we've had for the last number of years. And Coach Stone Jones and me, we were just talking a little bit. You were on this program a number of years ago as a player, and now you're back as a coach.
Yeah, it would have been the fall of 2007 was my senior year. And it's kind of cool to get to see from the other side of things coming on as a coach. It was definitely a goal of mine when I was in high school was to get a chance to come back. Harding football meant a lot to me then, still does now. So I'm very, very happy to get the chance to be a part of it again.
And a good many of the coaching staff have obviously Harding connections too.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's a great thing. Harding football means a lot to them. They invest a lot of time, and it just has a lot of meaning to all of us.
Talk a little bit about the positions that you coach on this year's squad.
So I coach primarily defensive line, and I assist with the offensive line. So you get a chance to work on both sides of the ball this year. Also have some position groups with special teams. So you really get a chance to be involved pretty much in every phase of the game. And the other side of that is you get to work with a lot of different players. It's not just offensive linemen. You have some defensive linemen that play different positions on offense. Or on special teams, you might have players that don't play either offensive or defensive line. So you get a chance to work with a lot of different kind of players, a lot of different personalities, and that's something I really enjoy.
And you still got that youthful enthusiasm.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Well, let's go ahead. We have some of the highlights from the contest. It's a beautiful facility over at Mount Vernon.
Yeah, they got turf put in just recently, and it's a very neat stadium. On our first play here, you'll see Jordan Scott breaking up a pass early in the game. Does a good job getting his hand in there. Now you'll see Kean Harrell puts a nice push-pull move on here, able to sack the quarterback. Does a good job getting pressure there. Here you'll see some good coverage by our defensive backs. The quarterback really has nowhere to go with the football, and so the defensive line is able to get some pressure. It's a great example of teamwork, defensive backs, defensive line working together here. That's what teamwork's all about. Offensively here, you'll see Colin Hill able to pick up an 8-yard gain, showing some power on a nice run here. It's a good job keeping his feet turning. You'll see a Robert Abrams run here. Good hole up front by the offensive line. Robert able to take advantage of that and pick up some nice yardage. Offensively here, you'll see Titus Douglas run to the outside, stretch play, able to pick up a first down on a nice run.
It was a 7-0 game, basically the end of the first quarter. When the game got away from you, it just got away from you in a hurry.
Yes, and we've had a chance to talk about it. Mentally, we have to be sharper, and one of the things we talked about a lot this week is focus. At the beginning, we were pretty focused, doing a good job on a lot of little things, and then some of that got away from us. So that's been a point of emphasis this week.
You can do a lot of, look at the scrimmages and look at the two-a-days and so forth, but when you actually get out under the legs and play a team and it's going to count on the scoreboard, it's a whole different animal, and I know we had a lot of guys who were in that situation really for the first time last week.
Yeah, and so, that's one of the benefits of experience. Some guys have been there before. They're not facing that first big game, nerves. For some of our guys, I think that led to some focus issues, but, hopefully now, having had a chance to go through that experience for the first time and talk about focus this week and really have a good week of preparation. Hopefully that brings confidence in terms of what we're doing and how we execute.
It's Wednesday afternoon, and it's raining really hard right now, so I don't know if you're going to be inside or out, but how have the first couple of days of practice been this week?
First couple of days of practice, I think, have been pretty good. Definitely a sense of urgency and focus, especially in terms of special teams. A lot of drilling things until we're able to get it right, and I think a lot of teachable moments and mistakes that we've been able to correct so far.
Okay, nice job. Appreciate you being on.
Thank you for having me.
Was it easier this time around than 7 or 8 years ago?
I'm not sure. I think probably a little bit easier now, but kind of neat to be able to say you've been on both sides of it.
All right, excellent. Yeah, not too many can say that.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back. We have a couple of the players we're going to talk to. We'll do that right after these words.
Wouldn't it be great if money grew on trees? Unfortunately, it doesn't. But at Harding High School, our guidance counselors are here to help students find the money needed for college. In fact, our students typically qualify for merit-based scholarships, athletic awards, or even general awards based on financial need. No, money doesn't grow on trees, but at Marion City Schools, we can help you plant the seeds of success by guiding you towards a wealth of scholarship money. At Marion City Schools, your future begins today.
It's been said men tend to communicate shoulder to shoulder. If that's the case, these guys are saying, let's change the world. Let's make a difference. Let's act as we are called. The Knights of Columbus, in service to one, in service to all.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program. This is the segment where we talk to a couple of players. We have a couple of seniors. Aaron Hummer joins me to my right, and Chase Schuster to my left. Aaron, we'll start with you. Offensive lineman. Talk a little bit about maybe your responsibilities and what maybe you expect of yourself and maybe what you expect of the team this year.
Well, basically my responsibility is to guard and protect the quarterback when he goes out for passes and to lead the running back to the promised land for a touchdown. And basically my expectations for this team are very high. I feel that this year we can do pretty well and win the MOAC this year. And I'm really excited to be a part of the team and see the high expectations that are upon us this year.
Do you play on the right side, left side, or do you kind of switch up?
I'm the starting right guard for the team.
Talk a little bit about maybe last week. Obviously, it wasn't the week that anybody was hoping for. Just kind of talk a little bit about the team and maybe the focus this week and trying to get back on track.
Well, like Coach Brady said last week, it wasn't obviously what we wanted, but it was just one thing here or there and just little mental mistakes, I guess you could say. And the focus into this week is just that we need to focus even more than what we were last week and just play with our heads high and hope for the best.
Do you play any on the special teams, or are you just pretty much on the offense?
I'm on PAT.
Okay. How long have you been playing football?
I think altogether I've played football 8 years.
All right. You're a senior. Maybe talk a little bit about expectations for the seniors this year.
Expectations for the seniors, well, high expectations for the seniors. All the seniors are very talented and do very well, and I expect the best for them.
Okay, just kind of lead by example, and we'll see how things turn out. Okay, thank you for being on.
Yep, thank you.
Chase, kind of the same type questions. I know you're on the offensive line, right side, left side?
I play left guard.
Left guard. Talk a little bit about maybe your assignments and what you're expected to do.
As far as assignments, just go out there and, play every play like it's my last. And expectations this week is just go out. Well, we break on focus a lot this week because we were just really focused this week coming into this game. We weren't very focused last week, but focus was really something we targeted this week.
Are you more comfortable blocking on the run or maybe dropping back and protecting the quarterback?
I love run plays, but pass plays are cool too. But it's really fun on run plays when you get to attack the defense. That's the best part.
Now, do you play any special teams in addition to being on offense?
I just do PAT. That's
Okay.
just my special teams role.
All right. Talk a little bit about kind of the same question I asked Aaron about being a senior and maybe the leadership on the team this year from the seniors and what fans can expect.
Since the beginning for the seniors, it was all about leading and changing the culture in Marion Harding, and I feel like we're doing that. And every senior has a role, and we all know our role.
All right. Second year under Coach Brady, and you got some new coaches back, but are you a little more comfortable under the system this year, do you think?
Every coach that we have on our team, they've either played for Harding or they know what Harding's all about. Mm-hmm. So they love Marion. They love Marion, and they love this football team. And we love them.
Excellent. You're not going to find a hard-working bunch of coaches either.
No.
All right. Good luck on Friday night over at Lima.
I think.
We'll be back with more on our Coach's Corner program right after these words.
The Marion City Digital Academy is a Marion City Schools-sponsored, tuition-free, online accredited community school for students in grades K through 12 living within the Marion City Schools District.
We offer a home-based online learning environment with the benefit of one-on-one teacher support and individualized instruction. Our flexible learning schedules provide opportunities for students to work at their own pace. Computer and internet service is provided.
The Marion City Digital Academy is open 5 days a week and is staffed by certified teachers.
We are located at 360 Pennsylvania Avenue next to George Washington Elementary. Call us at 740-223-3882.
Marion City Schools, inspiring a community of achievement.
I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and an honest way for the rest of my life. In a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and Coach, you go kind of from the frying pan into the fire, so to speak. Lima Senior, a very talented football team.
No doubt about that. They'll come out with 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", 6'4" as receivers, and really the running back and quarterback are the best players on offense. But the one thing about Lima this year, their defense is so much better than before. They used to just rely on their offense to make plays, and they still do, but their defense is doing a great job shutting down the run and everything else.
As far as focus this year, it sounds like, talking to Coach Stone and a couple of the guys, it sounds like and you earlier mentioning kind of get that refocus back. you now know what you have to do on Friday nights. It's another road trip, staying focused on the bus, maybe after school on Friday, and the kids might be a little bit better prepared for Friday night than they were last week.
And that's what film's all about too. When the kids go in on Saturday and we go through our film session, they really understand and believe what we're doing is the right way. And when you watch film, they see the mistakes. So the focus is go out and not make the same mistakes and just correct what you have to do on the field.
It's been a hot, humid couple of days. In fact, it's probably warmer this week than it was for most of 2 days. I feel like the guys have adjusted and are pretty focused.
Well, that's why we went out pads so far this week, full gear, and because it's going to be hot on Friday, and it's supposed to be high 80s, and with the turf maybe a little bit more. But that's not an excuse. They're in the same element, so we both have to play and go on.
All right. Good luck on Friday night, and hopefully we'll have some positive things to talk about next week.
Thank you.
It's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Coach's Corner program. For head coach John Brady, I'm Jeff Ritz.